My first time, I can't really remember the first time I met Joff, but the first time I sort of realised, what he was in the nets. We were bowling against Asher Zaidi, and Jimmy Anion was the coach. Well, he was still playing at the time, but he was kind of like moving into. So Jimmy Anion played for Sussex, and he took loads of wickets. And he was a good guy, and he was the sort of coach, and he was sort of mentoring me at the time, I suppose. And we were bowling, and we were on a dead wicket, like a proper dead wicket. I'm just there, just like running in, charging in, bending my back, just trying to launch it down as quick as I could, getting nothing out of the pitch. And then Joff's coming in, just like as he does, just like tiptoeing in, and then like all of a sudden like a whip, and Asher Zaidi's like fucking making it look like he's fucking Courtney Walsh bowling. And I'm looking at him thinking, what's going on here? I'm a quick bowler here, and Joff fucking all over literally all over him. But Joff did have his own ball. Like he would bring his own ball to
it was
horrible.
Would he really? Of course he would. So when Joff first came over, the head coach was Mark Davis, and there were certain players who were always relegated to the bottom of the batting rotation, and I was in there, right? Joff would have his first bowl, and then he'd decide, he wouldn't put it on the rotation, he'd decide he was coming back with his own ball again. And it was a disgrace. It was a brand new Dukes, shined up, and the other side was completely scratched.
So he'd spent the whole weekend on his balcony or something.
There's certain things that Joff used to do, like when he was first coming onto the books at Sussex, that nobody knew. Like, he's one of the only lads I've ever seen who would take his boots home every night and clean all the mud off him and take care of him.
Oh, so he does
like
care.
that.
He does care.
Does he care? He loves it. Without cricket, he loves it. He proper cares. But then what else he do, which is just cheating in my opinion, frankly. Ask the Aussies about it. Is he take the ball home and this, honestly, just rub it into the wall. You couldn't hit it. He literally charge you 90 mile an hour. Good luck. I remember I've faced that many balls that I thought were about a foot outside my body width that hit me in the rib cage.
I remember the first sort of season he broke through was my sort of year that I played a few. I didn't play many games, but I played a few games, and I'd had a really good run. I'd played sort of 5 on the trot, and I'd taken, 20 wickets maybe or something like that. And there was a break for the white ball, and then Joff had got in the white ball team and done really well. I think he took a 5 for at Somerset, bowled really quick.
In one day game,
yeah. And then it came to then we sort of had that break, and then it was back into the red ball. I'd had a break, so I didn't really play white ball. And we got to Essex, and I'm thinking, well, I'm a shoo-in. I'm back in the team. I've taken this many wickets at this average. I've got to be playing. And the coach comes up to me and goes, you're going to miss out today. And I was like, are you sure? Like, who's playing instead of me? And he was like, Jofra's going to play. And I was like, you kidding? What, this bloke? He's not even played yet. Genuinely. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I was like, he ain't even played a red ball game. I've taken 20 wickets at an average of 23 in the last 4 or 5 games or whatever. I should be playing. And like, keep carrying on, whatever. And John Lewis was the coach, the bowling coach at the time, and he sort of like, probably before I got carried away, pulled me aside and was like, Stu, seriously. He was like, this guy's the best bowler we've got. And I was like, what, Joff? Like, nah, he's not. I'll tell you. I think I might be. And he was like, genuinely, Stu, I've never seen anyone do what he can do. And I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, let's see how he goes in this game.